Hey now. What's up, y'all? It's Little Paulette without the gang, and I am back with a recap for Our Kind of People, Season 1, Episode 7, Fathers, Daughters, and Sisters. Now, if you get a chance, hit that like button. Don't forget to comment and subscribe if you want. All right, so let's just get right into it. Child, it starts off with Teddy Franklin on the beach. Now, remember what happened to him at the end of the last episode. He has some type of, I don't know what it is, maybe a heart attack or something. We don't know yet. And it starts off with him sitting on the beach dressed in all white. Actually, it starts off with a man walking out of the water, a black man walking out of the water dressed in all white. Then it cuts to show Teddy, sitting in the sand waiting, and they jump up and like run to each other like old friends or relatives or whatever, and they hugging like they haven't seen each other in a really, really long time. Y'all, it's Teddy's big brother, Lewis, the one that got killed, the one whose journals Angela and Tyree have. Way back. Teddy crying. He loved his brother so much, and he missed him so much. About to make me cry too, y'all. I can't make the avatar cry. All I do is look like I'm giving shade when I try to cry. And his brother asks him, he says, I can't believe you here. They hugging and getting to know each other and stuff. And then he asks Teddy, why did he come? And Teddy's like, like he got a story to tell. What type of foolishness is this? Why'd you come where? This ninja dead. Y'all, I don't know what's going on, okay? And Teddy starts to tell him, and all of a sudden he starts shaking and holding his chest just like he was at the end of the last episode. And he says something's not right, and he's falling to the ground, and he's asking his brother to give him a minute, but it looks like he's having a heart attack or a stroke. And he falls to the ground on the sand, and the brother is like, okay. And he's trying to comfort him. And Teddy starts crying and saying, it hurts, Lewis, it hurts. And then they pan into the brother's face, and he don't look sympathetic no more, y'all. He look like good. I'm glad it hurt. He got the evilest, meanest look on his face right now. So you know what that means, y'all. Way back. Way back. I hate the way my mouth moves sometimes on this thing. It's like a horse. Alright. So the brother is holding some animosity towards Teddy, of course. And then the brother puts his hand on Teddy's heart, and says, I know, Teddy. I know. And then it cuts to him being in the operating room with a doctor standing over him. So I don't know if he was dreaming or he had that visit with the ancestor, his brother, or what. But maybe he's hallucinating. I'm not sure, but he's actually in the operating room. Oh my goodness, I forgot all about Nikki being introduced to her father at the hospital at the end of the last episode, y'all. Sorry, I got the deep conditioner plastic cap on my head, so if you hear some that's what it is, my bad. But anyway, and she starts, they show Nikki, and she is hot. She look like she hot as fish grease, y'all. And she's like, Mom, what is going on? And Angela's like, I know. But when I went to go visit him in prison, and Nikki is like, prison? And Angela's like, he is a good man. And then she was like, I'm glad you think so, Mom. Boy, she hot. She gonna have to give her daddy a chance, though. And Nikki says she don't plan on finding out that whether he a good man or not. And she left up out of that hospital room right when her father was trying to go to her. She walked right past him like, move, ninja. I don't know you. Break yourself. So he apologized to Angela, and he said he's sorry that everything's turned out like this. And she's like, don't be. Like, basically, it's her fault. Because if she would have told the truth from the beginning, Nikki wouldn't be acting like this, but she decided to not tell her daughter the truth. And hence, this is the harvest from the seeds that you planted, Angela. I love you, girl, but you know you was wrong, like Aunt Peggy said. But I also know you was doing the best that you can. And we all do the best that we can, no matter what somebody else thinks, no matter what anybody else says. Everybody's doing the best that they can at any given moment. It may not look like it to you, but what that is just judgment, shame and judgment on a decision that another person made. And at that time, they thought they was making the right decision. Okay? Yeah, so Nate told Angela how grateful he was to Teddy, for getting him out and everything, and how he must really care about Angela because he don't really know him and he don't know nothing about their circumstances, and he still got him out, you know what I'm saying? And Angela's looking at him, shaking her head like, she kind of looked like she was pretending to be like she understood, and also kind of like half giving shade, like, like that. But she said that it's not going to be easy to tell Nikki who her father is, but they're going to be able to do it together. You know what I'm saying? So Nate is telling her that he's staying at Teddy's house because Teddy gave him a room. Y'all know Teddy's snaking. He need to have Nate right there so he can watch him. And, because he want Nate to break up Angela and Tyree. Child, the doctor came out and called the Franklins. Leah told her husband she was going to go up there, and Angela went up there too. Like, I'm his daughter too. What's going on with my daddy? Leah was just side-eyeing her the whole time. Every time she asked the doctor a question, she like, who this bitch thinks she is asking about my daddy? But Angela was there to let her know, honey, he my daddy too. So she tried to ask the doctor, can she talk in private, I guess, so she could talk about Teddy's Parkinson's or whatever. But when she asked and she walked into the other room, Angela followed her. And then Angela asked the doctor what the problem was. And the doctor said, I think he's over-medicating and also something to do with his Parkinson's. Leah turned over to the side like, oh, shit, like turned her back or whatever. And then she was like, I'd like to see him. And of course, Angela said, I'd like to see him too. I guess they competing for Teddy now, y'all. So they go in Teddy's room and he hooked up to all these machines looking like he half dead or something. Oh, half dead motherfucker. Where that's from, y'all? You know where this from. Anyway, Friday. But anyway, Angela whispers to Leah, why didn't you tell me he has Parkinson's? And this be Leah gonna say, why should I have to? And Angela's like, I didn't mean it that way. What do you mean, why should I? She jealous because the girl is concerned about Teddy, and it's her daddy too. Girl, please. So Leah apologizes, and then she explains how Teddy was very adamant that no one knew that, that she didn't tell anybody that he had Parkinson's. Leah said her daddy is all about his legacy, kind of asking Angela not to say anything because it'll be devastating to the business if word got out that he's sick, had a heart attack and has Parkinson's disease. Them stocks gonna plummet, baby. They gonna plummet. Angela says she's gonna go check on Raymond and the kids, Raymond and her kids, and she's gonna leave Angela alone to be with the dad. Leah's gonna go. Child, I'm getting them all mixed up in my head. It's in my head. Angela whispers to Teddy that she just lost her mother. She can't lose him too. She said, I can't lose you too, old man. She was like, you owe me. Like, we got unsettled business. And then she puts her hand on his hand. She's starting to feel a little something for her father. Just a smidget. I guess it kind of comes and goes, like when something itch. And she's actually crying. Yeah, she's actually crying. Next thing you know, they show Leah and her family getting home, and the paparazzi is outside, and they asking her daughter, Lauren, Lauren just goes in the house, and then they start going in the house. And then Leah turns around to answer questions for the press. But the press is actually, a lot of paparazzi. But the person that's asking the question is Raymond's ex-wife, the one he hired to get dirt on Teddy. So he tells her that I'm sorry, I started choking and I started losing my train of thought. So she asks her about how's her dad's heart attack is going to have a major implication on the financial world. And Leah says he's fine and blah, blah, blah. And they leave or whatever. And the ex-girlfriend, she keeps on trying to get Raymond's attention. Like you can see her, she keeps on trying to like give him this eye. And she tries to look at him the same way she was at the cotillion. Like, I don't even know how to do it, but she giving him some eye, y'all. Custer, Tyree, and Angela together. And she's talking about how Teddy's doing and everything and how she's going to be going back to the hospital. Tyree says he feels responsible for Teddy being like that, and he explains how upset he got when Teddy told him that his father committed suicide, but he knows his father did not commit suicide. Okay. Angela said, so what you gonna do? He said he gonna hit up some people who knew his father. And she said, you want me to go to the hospital? And he's like, nah, you handle your business. I'm gonna handle mine. Angela said, why can't things be simple? Churl. Y'all know what churl is? Girl and boy. Girl and child. What the hell, girl and boy? Girl and child, churl. It's old though. Yeah. Yeah, it cuts back to Leah and her family. Paparazzi still outside. Quincy calls her, which is her son. He spent the night with the grandfather, and I think he's about to come home. So, that's my doggy, y'all. So, Leah's telling him where to park where the paparazzi won't be able to see him at. And she's saying how proud she is because, he spent the night with his grandfather, and he's there to help his grandfather when he needs help. So Leah brings up the ex being out there, and then she asks Raymond, do you think she's jealous? And Raymond tells her the truth. Not the truth about hiring her, but he tells her the truth about, he says that she's angry that our parents paid her off to dissolve our marriage. And he said he just found out about it right now. And he had just found out about it when she told him in the limo. Raymond told her he was going to tell her, but with everything that's been going on, she was like, but you did it. Now I got to handle it. Acting like her mother-in-law. And see, now you see why Raymond married her, because she is his mother in a lot of ways. Mean, evil, wench. Sometimes. But the wench gonna say, I gotta deal with your baggage and her feelings. Like her feelings ain't involved. The whole reason why you acting like that is over your feelings, Leah. Ooh. Leah says she calling a press conference to feed this piranha on her own terms. Don't forget to like, y'all, comment, subscribe. Leah said she gonna feed the piranha in the pond. And she said if that bitch wanna fight, she gonna shove it down her damn throat. I'm sorry, throat. Nah, she said throat. She said throat, y'all. And Raymond did not look happy about that. Next thing you know, they show Angela pulling up in this nice convertible, and the paparazzi is out there, so I guess it's at Leah's and them house. And then she's knocking at a bedroom door, and she has like fast food, and Nate opens the door, and they're talking and reminiscing. Nate told Angela that he wouldn't have been able to survive without Nikki if Nikki wasn't born. And Angela's mother coming to visit him and giving him pictures and cards and everything to encourage him, he wouldn't have been able to make it through. He wouldn't be who he is today. Oh, Daddy. Angela apologized, and Nate was like, nah, you did what you needed to do. You was protecting her, and I respect that. See, he grew up. That's what I'm talking about. Not a Dusty anymore. Well, maybe almost not a Dusty anymore. Nate said that he started growing his locks because he felt like that was the only luxury that they couldn't take away from him in prison. So Nate was telling her that, he basically grew his locks out of anger, and now he needs to, get through it, get past it or whatever. So Angela says she can help him, and then, next thing you know, they're at the beach, and they're doing like a ritual where they're shedding things, they're getting rid of things. And they're doing a ritual on the beach, and she's cutting his locks and doing the ritual. Is so dope. And she's doing the ritual to Oya, the warrior goddess Oya. And they have it in front of a bonfire, and there's music playing saying, Oya, Oya, Oya. Yeah, it's dope. So then she retwists his hair after she cuts it off, and she does the ritual to Oya where he is cleansing and releasing all things that he no longer wants or no longer serves a purpose for him in his life. He gathered every single lock. She gave them to him a couple at a time. He put them in a bag, and then he put the whole bag in the bonfire because you want to burn it so you can release whatever it is that you no longer want in your life or no longer serves a purpose for you. Then Nate gives Angela his journal and says Nikki should have it. He says his whole life is in it. Okay, so I'm going to end this right here. This is going to be the end of the recap for part 1 to Fathers, Daughters, and Sisters, Our Kind of People, Season 1, Episode 7. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Thank y'all. Peace.